So, you're trying to figure out which betting sites in Ireland are the real deal, right? Well, instead of you having to wade through a dozen different articles on Google, we've done all the heavy lifting for you. We've gone through the top sources like betplace.us and boiled it all down to give you a super clear, no-nonsense breakdown of everything you need to know. Here's the game plan for this explainer. First, we're going to hit that big legal question right off the bat. Then, we'll get into how to actually pick a good site. We'll spotlight the top dogs in the game, see what everyone's betting on, and wrap up with your next steps. Let's jump in.
All right, let's get right into it, starting with the question that underpins everything else.
So the first big question on everyone's mind is always, is this even legal in Ireland, both online and in person?
The answer is a big, simple yes. It's completely legal to bet in Ireland. And, this isn't some new thing. It's actually been the case for a very, very long time.
I mean, think about this for a second. The first legal framework for betting was set up way back in 1931 with the Betting Act. Fast forward to today, and you've got the Irish Revenue Commissioners handling all the official licensing. The result? A totally legal and properly regulated market.
Okay, so it's legal. Great. But that opens up the next question, right? With so many choices out there, how in the world do you pick the right site for you?
Well, according to our sources, it really just boils down to 4 key things you've got to look out for. Check the reviews, of course. Make sure it's got a proper license. See what kind of promotions they offer. And, super important, compare their odds to make sure you're getting good value.
And getting started is actually super simple. It's really just 5 steps. Pick a site using that checklist, sign up for an account, put some funds in, place your bets, and then you wait. It's designed to be as easy as possible.
All right, this is the part you've been waiting for. Which sites actually made the cut? We're pulling this data from betplace.us, so let's take a look at a few of the big names they've highlighted for Ireland.
First up, we've got Melbet. Now, these guys have been in the game since 2012, they've got over 100,000 users, and they're rocking a really solid 4.7 out of 5 score. Our source definitely flags this one as a trusted, reliable player.
Next is 1xBet, and wow, check out that score. A massive 4.88 out of 5, that's one of the highest we've seen. With over 400,000 active users and a history going all the way back to 2007, they are for sure a top contender. And then you've got the absolute giant of the industry, Bet365. 45 million users. That's just a staggering number, right? And what's interesting here is that even with a slightly lower overall score, those multiple top-tier licenses from places like Malta and Sweden tell you everything you need to know about how legit they are. And look, the list just goes on. You've got absolute legends in the game like William Hill, founded all the way back in 1934, plus other huge names like 888 Sport and BetWinner. Of course, for the full rundown, we've got a link to the complete list waiting for you in the description.
So, you've picked a site, you're ready to go. What are folks in Ireland actually putting their money on? Let's check out the most popular markets.
Yeah, this probably won't come as a huge shock to anyone. Traditional sports are king. Football and horse racing lead the pack, with passions like rugby union and, of course, hurling right there behind them. But, it's not all about the classic sports these days. The esports scene has absolutely exploded. You've got massive global games like League of Legends and Counter-Strike leading the charge, which really shows you how much this whole space has grown. And hey, away from all the sports, the classic casino games are still as popular as ever. Slots, blackjack, roulette, they're all at the top. And what's really cool is seeing live blackjack with actual dealers making the top 5. It just shows you that people love getting that real casino vibe from home. Okay, we've gone through a ton of info, so let's boil it all down to the most important stuff you need to remember. At the end of the day, it all comes down to this. First, make sure the site is licensed and has a good reputation. That's non-negotiable. And second, make sure it's a good fit for you and what you're actually interested in, whether that's hurling, esports, or anything in between. And our source, betplace.us, really puts it perfectly. They say that with the massive variety of stuff available today, from sports to casino games, there's pretty much something out there for everyone. So if you want to dig deeper into any of these sites, get all the nitty-gritty details, the direct link to the full list and reviews from betplace.us is right down in the description. We've put some other helpful links there for you too. So I'll leave you with this to chew on. When it comes to picking a site, what's the bigger deal for you? Is it that big, flashy welcome bonus that gets you through the door? Or is it having a huge variety of betting markets that you're actually going to use? Something to think about.